Minority Report, released in 2002, starring Tom Cruise and other actors that I don't know the name of. Maybe you know Colin Farrell, the guy who is the federal agent.
ಅವನು
He's
ಇವನು
the
ಸೂಟ್
director of the
ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ.
Precrime division, the cop who tries to like disrupt their activities.
ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಅವ್ನ ಮಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ದಂಗಿತ್ತು.
He is also a famous actor. I had never seen him at this young age before.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಹಿಮೇಶ್ ರೇಷ್ಮಿಯ ಥರ ಇದ್ದಾನು ಅವನು. ಯಂಗ್ ಹಿಮೇಶ್ ರೇಷ್ಮಿಯ.
With hair.
ಹಿಮೇಶ್ ರೇಷ್ಮಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು ಯಾರು ಅವನು?
Imran Hashmi.
ಇಮ್ರಾನ್ ಹಾಶ್ಮಿ, ಸಾರಿ. ಯಾ.
But those two are together. Like they used to make movies together. This guy used to sing. Himesh Reshmiya used to sing, and Imran Hashmi used to act. All were murder stories or love stories with murder attached to them.
Two types of action at the same time. I hope I'll give a good summary. So the movie is, I think it's a sci-fi movie, which is in futuristic environment or something. So the overall plot is that they have developed a kind of system where they get to know about a crime which is going to happen, and they'll be going back to the present scenario and then try to stop it before the crime happens. And they have made this system to completely eliminate all sorts of such murders or whatever. Tom Cruise is the main lead, and he'll be in charge of this system. And there will be, let's say, kind of a flaw in the system, but which Tom Cruise won't be knowing. And there will be a federal guy who comes in to basically, I assume it's to
Like audit sort of.
audit, like
He's
to
trying
see
to do.
what's happening, like ಹೇಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಬರೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ನೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್, ರೈಟ್?
Yeah, there were the twins, and there is Agatha, who is the female,
but
who's the main one.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೆ
The twins
ಒಂದು
are
ಹೆಸರೇನಾದರೂ ಇತ್ತಾ?
yes, precogs.
ಓಕೆ ಪ್ರೀಕಾಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ 3 ಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬಾಡೀಸ್ನ ಅವರು ದೇ ಪುಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಥ್ರೂ, ಇವಾಗ ಮೇಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಥರ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೇ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಈ ಥರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆದರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದೀಸ್ 3 human beings.
Yes.
And of course there's some background why they chose those specific human beings and all, which went over my head. Things go on, and then eventually there is a big guy, grandpa, let's call him grandpa for now, and he's the one who came up with this system. And then to complete the loop, he wanted to kill Tom Cruise. So he wanted to
He's just trying to make Tom Cruise as the scapegoat.
scapegoat. So he wanted to use Tom Cruise as the scapegoat to fulfill his dreams or whatever. But Tom Cruise didn't know anything about it, and then eventually he gets to know that he's been used as a bait or whatever, and then he tries to come up with answers, and then he finds some lady in the garden. So I don't know who that lady was and then how she came across.
Okay, I will sort of like fill in the blanks here. So the reason the audit guy is coming in is because they want to take this thing nationally, the Precrime division. The other thing is, the lady in the garden, she is the creator of Precrime, along with the old guy, grandpa.
Oh, okay. Ajji Tata.
And grandma and grandpa have created Precrime. And Tom Cruise thinks there is a flaw in Precrime, and that is why he's trying to investigate. And the grandpa doesn't like it, so he just traps Tom Cruise.
I think he didn't know about the flaw until he met the grandma, right?
Yeah, so there is a flaw because there were some minority reports, like just the name of the movie. And these minority reports are just separate visions that one of the precogs is seeing. And they also have like an alternate future thing in those minority reports. Those are being erased.
Yeah, but
so he knows something's going on.
Yeah, but until he met her, I don't think he knew about it. There is one time that he goes and tries to find the Agatha's thing, the dream, and then there he figures out that one of the file is missing or something. That's when he starts to,
Yes.
I think that's where he gets the gist of it. So basically that's where the movie title name comes from, Minority Report, because there's a flaw It's like how in mathematics people assume that 0 by 1 is 1, even though a lot of people like me don't accept it. It's
Wait, 0 by 1 is not 1.
it's 1, like 0 factorial.
Oh, 0 factorial. Okay, okay.
0 factorial
Yeah,
is
0
1.
factorial is 1.
Yeah, so and there is a flaw,
Okay.
and then he gets to know, and then he starts to figure out how to deal with this, and then the lady says you just have to go inside and then get the data from Agatha, which is one of the precogs, and then he tries to get it. Before that, he gets an eye surgery because it's future, and all your body is been scanned with your eye. Wherever you go, your eye is scanned, and then they get all the data. So it's happening in China. I think we can have this system in the near future year as well.
I doubt whether it will happen in our country, but yeah, maybe in countries with less humans. Yeah.
Later on, he gets an eye surgery. I like the part where the cops will be behind these guys, and then the lady keeps predicting the future and tells, "Take this, do that." So that incident was really good. And then eventually he'll figure out that something is behind, some person is behind this, and then his wife gets to know that the grandpa is behind it, and even the federal guy, he's the first guy to come across this grandpa, but then he gets shot by the grandpa. I don't know why when people confront the actual enemy, why don't they be prepared for the worst case scenario? It happens with most of the
Like why
movies.
don't they have a gun on them and point at the guy? Okay, talk or I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah, so that's one. And then Tom Cruise's wife gets to know, but she gets to know very late because Tom Cruise will be held hostage already. But somehow that guy escapes from there. And then when this whole precog thing will be going to national, and there will be a big meeting that will be set up for celebrating this, and that's when Tom Cruise calls him and then says, okay, I got to know all of these things. The grandpa, after being confronted by Tom Cruise, he says, you have a choice to make. You can either kill me or you can not kill me and make this thing. And then the grandpa decides to kill himself, and then I think the movie ends there.
Precrime is removed.
And of course, I forgot to mention one more thing. Tom Cruise will have a kid, boy, who would have got kidnapped and then killed by some criminal.
His son is missing. We don't know why, but he sort of tells this guy to confront Tom Cruise or to get caught by Tom Cruise, and he tells this guy, accept that you have killed his son, so that he wants to murder you, so that we can apprehend him. That is the motive. If Tom Cruise had never found out that Anne Lively had died, that woman whom this grandpa has killed, the grandpa's name is Lamar, which is strange because Lamar is an all-black name, and this guy is white.
I mean, he has a deep voice. When I heard that guy's voice, man, you know the National Geographic narrator. That I remember.
Morgan Freeman.
No, Morgan Freeman alla. Munche innobba idda. Usually, the narrators in those animal videos, they came to my mind for some reason. So yeah, that was the summary, and half of the movie went over my head because they were talking too fast, but I could get the gist of the movie.
The thing is, initially when they're in the room with the precogs, when they're at their monitors and everything, they are talking so fast. I don't know if they're like practicing fast speaking or something.
They want to be Eminem's, man.
It's like, why? You're just police officers. You're not rappers. It's okay, chill.
I think they just want to showcase smartness or something.
And also they have a time crunch there.
Yeah, that's what.
They cannot be talking slowly because in 30 minutes the crime is going to happen.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಈ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆನಿಮೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡು. ಇವ್ನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನನಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾಯ್ತು, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿದೆ ಅದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, they're trying to get influence from that and all, I think. I don't know, man. But that's how it was. When I was watching that first thing that he was deducing, right? The first incident that they were showing how this system works, right? I was like seeing something there. He's trying to explain, like, how is he getting the answers of all this? But I couldn't keep up with it.
like how he's getting the location of the area where the murder is about to take place.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not required. We know he's smart. Just move on to the thing. There is no need to say 50 sentences about how we are detecting.
Yeah, but I mean, they
the
have to
place.
justify, so they keep that thing.
They have to.
Yeah.
The entire thing, when they say Department of Precrime, that is such a funny division to even be in. You're calling yourself Precrime. I thought that was like a tongue-in-cheek thing where they know that this is funny, but they're just going with it. What did you think about the technology that they're using with the screens? You have to individually remove like glass slides and put it onto the thing. That feels like in 2002 they had no idea how technology would actually evolve.
Yeah, I mean, they know about pen drives and stuff, so they just evolved it.
Yeah, they thought, okay, instead of like sticking a USB, we'll stick a glass slide.
Which-
More futuristic. Yeah, and they didn't know about cloud, like Wi-Fi. You can move things around with Wi-Fi. You don't need to move
Yeah,
individual
like
glass.
airdrops. I don't know. I mean, this
ಆಮೇಲೆ,
ಯಾವ್ದು 2020 ನಾ ಇದು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿ 2022 ನಾ
2002,
yeah, sorry, 2002. Yeah, I had
23 years.
yeah, so I even had that in mind. So back then,
like they don't know
yeah.
how it would evolve. Some of the scenes that stood out to me were that transportation scene. The way they get home, the way they get to office.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's like it reminded me of the Jetsons cartoon.
Nano Jetsons have not watched it. I mean, I watched 1 or 2 episodes. If that kind of technology comes, it'll be good, I feel. But it looks so bad also because it's like the 3D space is being taken over by this roads and
Yeah.
plants and hyperloops.
ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದು ಊಬರ್ ಏರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಈ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರೋನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ.
But that will go on the road.
No. In the air.
I don't think there is what?
ಡ್ರೋನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಥರ ಏರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ they'll be launching it in 1 or 2 years.
Imagine people who can't even take proper decisions in 2 dimensions if they take it in 3 dimensions. The biggest problem with the air taxi is if you have a vehicle which can run out of fuel and if it's in the air.
That's what I
Say
tell
hi.
you, no? We'll run out of human beings, which is can afford. We've got a lot of human beings.
Yeah, we can afford to, but
I mean,
I
of
don't
course,
want
they will also have parachute and all those things along with it. They will take precautions.
if a car falls on a person on the street is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah, that is another thing.
Like, I'm not worried about the people in the car, like idiots who couldn't even refuel the car and just took it.
Of course, there'll be a specific lane that they'll be following.
But the cars in this movie were really nice. They are like different colors and they weren't like all drab like how they show in these new movies, all grey or black or looking like robots. The cars had personality to them.
They were all the same type of cars, man.
But colors were different.
Colorful cars. That lady Agatha was walking like ಏನಂತ ಆರ್ಥರೈಟಿಸ್ ಬರೋ ಥರ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಥರ ಯಾವುದೋ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಥರ ನಡೀತಾಳೆ ಪಾಪ ಅವಳು. ಅವನು ಬೇರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಗುಡ್.
Whenever something horrible is like going to happen in the future, Agatha gets berserk.
Yeah.
And she starts screaming like run, that, this. I'm like, please close your mouth, it's fine. Nothing worse can happen than what is already happening on the screen right now. My ears are bursting.
I mean, I think it's because she has seen like lot of crimes. trauma ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾಳಲ್ಲ. So she can't tolerate more of it. The funny was the last climax scene, like when Tom Cruise avandu destination ತರ prediction ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡು. When he is confronting that crow guy and then she's there screaming. She's like some helpless kid there who can't do anything. She's in like shocked. It's like she knows that this guy gonna, of course he has a chance not to shoot also. but it's like she knows the future and it's happening in front of her and she can't do anything ತರ ಅಲ್ಲಿಬ್ರು ಜಗಳ ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಓ ಇವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ತರ that's how I saw it. And she can't even stand up and walk for few steps also.
I think she's never walked at all from a kid.
Yeah.
But because she's been in that water or some shit.
Yeah, she's been floating. Now she has to walk ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತೇಲ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಡೆಯೋದವಳು.
The clothes that he gets her. At least get her loose fitting clothes which are sort of big. The shirt is only coming to the stomach or something, and she looks like she's wearing like kids shirt.
ಅದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಅದು.
No. Even if you looked at the sleeves, right? The shirt was not the right size for her, and he even tries to check the pants on a different woman in the store.
He is just guessing. Okay, almost your size idala avಳು, so maybe it might work ತರ.
But we still have to talk about the famous scenes, which I think you would have liked.
Famous scenes,
like the most impactful scenes.
That was everything for me, man. Her predicting things as he was walking away. ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಸಾಕು, ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ತಗೋ, ಆಚೆ ಬಾ, ನಿಂತ್ಕೋ, ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಬಲೂನ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. So that scene was everything for me from the movie.
What about the operation though?
The guy who operates this, I was hoping like, okay, ಸದ್ಯ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ದೆ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
But they show the eyes, right?
ಬರೀ ಐಸ್ ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ತೋರ್ಸೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಕಣ್ಣು ಕೀಳೋದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು.
The eye thing was okay, I felt, and I liked the little spiders.
Yeah, the spiders was also fine.
They sort of try to crawl over, and one of the spider is like, "Hey, look! I found a way this side. Everyone come in."
ಅದು ಆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಬರಾಗ I was like, how like ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂವಿ ಅವರನ್ನು they think like how the humans think. ಅಂದ್ರೆ of course it's made by humans. Robot I don't think ever it will think that way. Like okay, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ದಾರಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಲಿಡ್ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ರೋಬೋಟ್ ಎತ್ತಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. That is my job. So I don't think robots will have that sort of mind.
What if it's like programmed into it?
How I would think is, see, if one robot finds a solution, right? Like ಇವಾಗ ಈ ಡೋರ್ ಎತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೇಲ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, that information will be passed to everything. One robot will just take out the lid and then move on. So remaining robots will do the same. Like cartoon ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡು.
Okay, you are saying one of the robots wouldn't hold the door for the other robots.
That is
not
that kind of thought only comes in humans. Like even if you see in ants or whatever, right? Generally ants they do such kind of thing. ಇವಾಗ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಕಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇದರದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ತರ ಏನೋ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So I don't know, man. There are a lot of question marks. So since it's a sci-fi movie, I can't question it.
It is making fools of us actually.
And even when they were throwing those spiders, right? ನಾನು ಏನು ಬಿಸಾಕ್ತಾರ ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗೋಲಿ ಆಡ್ತಾವ್ರ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾವು. They are like trying to make that one scene to be so cool. Like Batman ಏನೋ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ತಾನ ಆ ಥರ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಗ್ತಾರ. ನಾನು ಏನು ಗುರು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ದವ್ರೆ ತೆಸಿತವ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವ್ರೆ.
And that guy says like trying to like say in a cool line or something, I want to have my lunch before 1 or something. Like how does it matter? Like if you send 4 spiders or 8 spiders, they'll do their job in like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
And even the citizens know that when a spider comes, just stand still and open your eyes.
Yeah. The funny thing was when those two couples were having fight, they paused the fight and raised the way.
Tom Cruise can hold his breath underwater.
Yeah.
So that sort of comes in handy when the spiders are trying to figure him out. Like he goes into the bathtub. Also, the other funny thing is in that scene, the bread that he tries to eat,
it feels bad.
Like the milk that he drinks, like it's all screwed up. And I don't know how that doctor is living in that apartment. He's sneezing, he's doing eye operation with the same hand. So that guy was good, I felt.
And the
doctor.
bathtub scene that you told, right? Like Tom Cruise
Mm-hmm.
was holding his breath in his bathtub trying to stay away from spider. ಅದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಿಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಗುರು. ಶಿಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬುಡ್ಡೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಖಿಯಾಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸೌಂಡ್ಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ವಾ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಕ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
Correct too. And also, when he's trying to get into the bathtub, it's not like he's 100% still. Even under the water, you are still sort of like breathing, moving around. It's advanced audio technology is what they will say. They'll be like, you know about directional mix. It's like that.
I'll say maka. This is why I hate watching sci-fi movies, man. There's like so much bullshit that's happening that you'll just be like, oh, it's sci-fi movie. That is the reasoning that you have to give to convince yourself.
And they throw around like some 20 sci-fi terms all made up. Like, okay, just believe, audience, please believe what we
Yeah.
are saying. Believe.
And even that gun, man, that reload, like that full stylish reload ado. Like if you see the
like the sound gun.
sonic boom tarado. So full stylish reload.
It is sort of like horizontally turning around, like rotating. What sort of shitty technology is it in 2054 where you have to rotate the entire gun to reload?
I don't know, maybe it's like gathering the centripetal and centrifugal forces together and then using the potential energy and then converting to kinetic energy and then blasting it.
Bro, they wouldn't have thought so much.
Sci-fi, man.
They'll be like, look, it's rotating. Bullets are loading.
They put that part to the audience.
You guys can think better than we can in this regard.
We just made the toy, you figure the rest out. ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಮಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
When did online purchasing happen? It wasn't there in 2002, right?
I don't think so. I think only online purchasing that I was there was Napthol.
Oh, Amazon was founded in 1994. I don't know why they didn't take that into account. People would purchase online.
ಅಂದರೆ ಡೋರ್ ಟು ಡೋರ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫೆಡೆಕ್ಸು ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಹೊರತು. I think maybe they thought that of course like people need to have some sort of place where they can hang out or spend time. I don't know.
And what did you think of all of the advertising technology in the movie?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾನರ್ಸ್, hoardings.
And that too personalized advertising based on like it is going to scan your face, your iris, and it's going to give you personalized advertisements, and it also knows your name, knows all your details, and it's like last time you bought this, why don't you buy this now? And the papers also.
Yeah, same like how the current technology is, no? You get the
like that, but that is only on the phone. But here it is scanning the person in 3D space while he is walking around and giving him personalized advertisement. That is not there like, now.
It could also be that that person might be seeing it that way.
Oh, because there is something implanted in his iris.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಬಿಲ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ಆಡ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಸೊ ನೀನು ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತೀಯ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ
that I think makes more sense what you are saying. But I would hate that. I would
why
hate it so much.
Why you want to know what other guys?
No, I don't want the billboard at all. I want an option to like turn off the billboard. And that cereal box also, he gets so mad when he's eating those cereals. I'm like, he's already eating you. Stop advertising yourself.
It's more like ಅವನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಪಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಇರಿಟೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಫಸ್ಟು ಲೈಕ್ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. I was like, why is he like throwing away the cereal box? Like, why did he get so mad? Then I did a rewind and I saw, oh shit, this is why. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೂವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ರಿಮೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮಿ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾರಿ ಪಾಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್
sci-fi. Again, there also they had newspaper, man. Like, I mean, they could have had so many ways to watch the news or something.
I don't think even multi-touch was invented at the time. They make a big deal out of multi-touch. Scan ಮಾಡವಾಗಲ್ಲ. Multi-touch was only invented when Apple came up with, at least for the general public, in 2007 on the iPhone. One thing I felt was like the best line in the movie that sort of hit me was he says, "It's not the oracle, it's always the priests who have the upper hand or who control information." Even though the precogs have all of the knowledge, all of the skill, the talent, the power, it's the people who are interpreting it who are actually in power, which is true for like all forms of religion. What do you think of Miss Hinaman, the doctor, with those crazy plants?
ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಲೇಡಿ. ನಾನು
Like
ಅವನು
ಏನು
ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡು, ಅವ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವನೆ, ಅವನ ಮಗನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಹಿ ನೋಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡು, ಆ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅವ್ನ ವೈಫ್ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಏನೋ, ಡಿವೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೇನೋ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು.
but that also they sort of suddenly throw it around. Like you won't know that she's the creator of Precrime. Like he has no actual intention to go there up to that point at all. Suddenly they throw him into that environment and they're like, okay, look at the cool plants which are trying to attack you. Like ಅವಳು ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ. Okay, this is not my problem ಅಂತ.
Yeah, I think it was a huge contrast. Like, andre one kade full sci-fi tara ide. At the same time, there's also a place where there's like normal nature and things. And this lady, she wanted to invent a no crime type of system, but she knows that there is some kind of flaw. And I think she might have opposed it. The grandpa or someone, like, he didn't like it or whatever, and then she knows that idu agalla, so adike avಳು ಆಚೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾಳೆ.
That is possibly the likely thing.
Yeah, and then that's why she's like, ಆಯ್ತು ನೀವೇನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗಿಡ ನೆಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಸಾಲು ಮರದ ತಿಮ್ಮಕ್ಕ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು.
The place where Lara is living, his wife, that is such a beautiful place to like live at. If I can get to live at some place like that, I don't need anything now. I'm happy.
You can, man. Maybe in 50 years from now, you can have it.
In 50 years, I'll be dead, man.
I never know, man.
At the age of 80,
Yeah.
the old grandpa is trying to still make a living. He's still trying to be alive.
To get that one place. As soon as he gets it, one day he stays and then gone. Vanish.
Instead of that, I can vanish now.
Reborn to start the journey from day zero. Start collecting
and wait 80 more years.
Or already born in such a place.
That is the best. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, the only person that is key for all of this pre-crime is Agatha over there. She's the only person who can make cognition happen. If she dies, what is their plan?
I think that fluid or whatever is there, that keeps them young, I think.
So they get one person who has the talent in the world, like only one person, and this person only has the talent because her mother is addicted to some impure form of neuron.
It's like taking people who smoke weed and then extracting their visions. Hippies na itkondo mado tara. Crazy. Yeah, do you think we should go to rating, man?
Yeah, let's go to rating.
What's your rating, bro?
I think I'll rate this movie like maybe like 7. So the reason I am rating it as 7 is some forms of technology were pretty good, like the cars and him replaying previous memories in 3D. Like that was basically like sort of VR sort of technology or augmented reality. That was good. And also they go to that guy Rufus who can give you VR experiences, who extracts the memories from Agatha.
Yeah.
So that part was also pretty good. One guy in there, he's like, I want to kill my boss. That is the fantasy I have. I thought that was funny. Like you can have any fantasy you want and you want to kill your boss. That is the fantasy that you're looking for. My rating is a 7. I'm taking away points for bullshit for bullshit technology which doesn't make sense. And apart from Tom Cruise, there wasn't really like a lot of good acting, and I was getting irritated by the precog Agatha, who was screaming too much. So 3 points gone for that.
I mean,
7 out of 10. I'm giving a 7 and not a 6 because I like the eye guy.
ಅವನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಅಂಗಡಿಯವನೊಬ್ಬ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡು, ಕಣ್ಣಿಲ್ದೇ ಇರೋನು.
The drug supplier.
ಇವನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ, ಲೈಕ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೂಫ್ ಥರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಇವರು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು.
Spoofa.
ಇವನಿದ್ದಾನೆ ನೋಡು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅವನ ಹೆಸರೇನು
Keanu Reeves.
ಅವನದೊಂದು ಫಿಲಮ್ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅವನು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಗೆಟಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದ ದಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಉದ್ದ ಕೂದಲು ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಮೂವಿ ನೇಮ್
Okay. Okay.
ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲಲ್ಲೋ ಪೆನ್ನಲ್ಲೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡು
John Wick.
ಜಾನ್ ವಿಕ್ ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಇವನೇನಾದರೂ ಬಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಜಾನ್ ವಿಕ್ದು ಪ್ರೀಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆಲ್ಲ
So, what do you think you are gonna give it?
ಬೆಲ್ದಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ಯಾ ನೀನು
ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮೈ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್
What is it in English?
ವುಡ್ ಆಪಲ್ I still couldn't think of a proper rating to give this. I came up with this just now. So it's, I don't know, it's either this wood apple or patiningo. Ice apple. This one is wood apple, one is ice apple.
Oh, jelly sort of substance.
I'm going to give it this because I don't know why people like to eat wood apple, man. Taste itself tells you don't eat me. ಅದನ್ನು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ತಿಂತಾರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ತಿಂತಾರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ತಿಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಐಸ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತಿಂದರೆ ಏನು ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ಲೆಸ್ ಥರ
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್
ಯಾವುದು
ಮೇ ಬಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಚ್ಚಿ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್
ವುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐಸ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್
and when you look at Agatha and where she is in, it feels like she is in ice apple only.
Yeah, that is my rating. Now people can understand what my rating is. I give it to them.